Welcome back to another video. Then it's Monday. Just thank you for the kind comments for those who messaged on last week's video. So what I'm up to today, I've just moved some hives from the field beans at Brotherton. I've moved those back locally because the field beans are finished on that site, but locally they've not at Ormskirk, so they're still there. I've come to the unit to do some bits, but unfortunately my electric's not working, so I'm going to figure out why that is. What else has happened last week that I didn't tell you about? Got a new phone because I smashed my other one to smithereens. A little accident in the unit here where some pallets landed on me. Vic wasn't happy. One, because I had the accident, and two, because I needed a new phone. What else happened last week? Oh, it was, some of you may know, it was Royal Ascot. And we have hives up at the racing stable. So Dave and Emma, local racehorse owners, and I had a run at Ascot last week, and they always name the horses after local villages and things like that. So Coppell came third in his race at Ascot last week, so congratulations to them, congratulations to Coppell. So yeah, we live in a little village called Coppell, for those who don't know, near Chorley in Lancashire. So yeah, we had a runner named after the village at Ascot last week, so great stuff. So, oh God. Anyone any good wheel electrics? Wait, we've taken a little trip over to Barlow Trailers again. This time not for a trailer, for something completely different. Oh, in fact, we're over there, Tom says. So I brought the girls with us, just picked them up from nursery, and well, you'll see if he sells in a sec. Alright, stop pushing. Look at those. Can you see? John receiving.
So these are the same.
So I didn't know we're actually going to come and see these chicks. Tom's just
that one, I think, because he's got black there. He's probably now.
he's trying to sex them in a couple of days old, but yeah, this is just starts. But we've not come for these, we've come for some bigger ones. But just feel a little surprise for the girls. Look at that. Look at the brownie on that one. Oh, sir. It's Wednesday and I'm finally getting stuff done. So the electrician's at the unit, so hopefully, fingers crossed, that's fixed today. Otherwise I'm in trouble. I'm just looking at some of these bees and all this clover, this white clover here. We've caught a couple of swarms up here in some of these homemade nut boxes that were just here for storage, so I'm going to check through those, see what we've got with those, check these hives and newts, make sure everything's okay, and then if anything's wanting any attention, we can do that. We've got some more splits to do. Wasps, look at that. Dead one. The only good wasps there, aren't they? Dead ones. So yeah, looks like we're going to be under some wasp pressure soon as well. So better get some wasp traps out. So we just use 1.5 litre Volvic bottles, cut the top off, turn it upside down, bit of jam and water in the bottom, seems to do a trick. But I need to cut some of that back as well, because it's going to start encroaching on the hives. And this is all the balsam that this site, in fact it's in flower there, isn't it? There we go. It's not the first balsam I've seen, that, to be fair, from over there, but we've actually got some in our back garden as well. So yeah, the balsam's early. Hopefully that doesn't mean an early end to the season. Another newt yard then, and more splits. You not saying hello? You weren't shut up a minute ago. Come on then. A little bit timid, aren't they? Come on then. You're not playing? You're talking? No, anyway, can't spend all day talking to cows, can I? I'm going to crack on with some work. So this is what we want to see. Hives that are getting ready for another super. So the filling, the third, that's almost done. And then this one, looks mostly capped. In fact, it is capped. Exactly what we want. It's probably 2/3 that one. Give them another one to be going on with. I didn't actually bring any supers, well, other than a couple. I didn't bring any decent amount, so if I need a few I'm going to have to bring some more in the week. Wonder what that noise was. So a lot of bee noise all at once, and I don't know if you can make it out, but there's a swarm in the air. And I don't know if they just left one of my hives or they're going to come into one of these empty hives down here. They seem to be moving over this way, but we'll see where they go. Can't figure out where they're going, but there's bees going in and out of this hive here, which was empty, is empty. So I can see the swarm, they're just in the top of that bush facing. But these are definitely scout bees in this hive. I'm just hoping that the scout bees from that swarm, because I'm not climbing up there. No, I'm not doing it. So yeah, they can do what they want. If they come down to one of these boxes, then fair play. I'll deal with them, but I'm not going sawing branches up there. So that's all those checked. So the bee flight now is epic, as you can see. So I need to get these up because my back is in tatters from trying to inspect them. But yeah, there's obviously a massive flow on at the minute. So it needs another stream. I need to get them on 2-3 sets of pallets to get them off the floor. Some aren't even on pallets because I've just been splitting hives, splitting nukes. That swarm's still in the tree. The scout bees over both of these. So hopefully that swarm's going to come in. I'll get that back. It doesn't seem that big, so I wonder if it's a nuke, that swarm, but don't know. There were nothing. I've just been literally through all these and they all seem hunky-dory, so to speak. Let's go down there and see how big that swarm is. It just doesn't look that big at all. But like I say, I'm starving, I'm warm, it's humid, I'm not climbing trees. Those days are gone. Let's go and see. These girls are busy as well. Yeah, so they're up there. I don't know if you can make that out, but I ain't getting anywhere near that. So it almost looks like a cast, so it is what it is. We'll see where they go. Right, back to the unit. Friday then. Very little content week again. I've come to the nuke yard. I've just had 25 queens delivered. Don't know why I'm opening that. I think it's... forgot my hive tools. I hope there's one in the footwell of the car. I took everything out because I've been picking some wooden worktops up for the utility. But so yeah, got 25 queens to put in, and then more jarring to do. Got some decent orders coming in from stockists. Market this weekend. I'm over at Croxteth. And some odd jobs in the house. But I'm going to try and figure out where this swarm went as well. So if I find it, I'll turn the camera back on and show you. No hive tool, so I have to improvise, adapt and overcome. Let's go on. The bees just sat on the front of these nukes. They're actually waiting for queens, but really busy again. Some of these nukes are desperate for splitting again. It's either that or we ham them up. Well, that doesn't help. There's bees coming in and out of both of these. Right, let's have a look. No, that's empty. They're just robbing this fondant. This one looks empty too. Just robbing bees, escape bees, whatever. But there's just the other one knocking about. So God knows where that swarm went then. Look at the state of these. It's not only our bees hanging out on the front of the nukes. Look at all them wasps. bloody hate the things. So you can see where they're trying to bury into the feeder. They've taken all the paint off. I'm gonna have to make a lot of wasp traps again and bring them up. Also, there's a large nest somewhere quite nearby.